So I think there are two things that are really important to support the future of good work in Britain. First is around technology. We're living through this huge wave of new devices, and we really need to ensure that we're preparing for that. And right at the heart of that agenda has to be skills and training. The other thing I'd say, a really important condition for the future of work, is thinking about the economic growth across the country. We have a really huge divide between areas of the country that are doing really well and other areas which are doing really poorly. We need to address that through regional growth in those poorly performing areas.
I think it's also important to look at some of the new technologies, particularly things like AI and machine learning and kind of the associated technologies, and to think about how they are going to impact not just the workplace, but equality within the workplace, and the fact that there's lots of work to do here and lots to do to ensure that this is something that can scale and something where we don't create more harm than good.
We've seen a rise in insecure work over recent years, which has negative health impacts. We've also seen a rise in legislation to promote diversity in the workplace, which can protect people from bullying and harassment. And also we're seeing an increasing threat to jobs from automation and so on. A lot of the work around automation has focused on the number of jobs that are likely to change in the future, and very little work has been put into how the nature of employment itself might change. And we need to go back to those core concepts that link good work and health around autonomy, dignity, access to resources, and so on.
I think we've known for a long time that good health is a product of good work. So we know that people in better jobs generally live longer and healthier lives, but there is a sense that that may be changing. And as I'm talking to experts and reading some of the research in this field, there's a sense that we used to be sure that having a job was definitely better than being unemployed for your health. And now we're not as sure of that as we once were. So there's definitely a change in that respect. My view is that until we start investing in people, in people's health, in our human capital alongside the investments we're making in technology and industry, we really won't reap the benefits of the new technology that's coming online.
I think the UK could be a lot more ambitious in terms of its vision for the future of work. We have some really fantastic universities right across the country. We could be right at the forefront of designing what those new jobs are going to be and how new technology is going to impact the future of work. What we need to do is translate some of that really first-class, world-leading research into real jobs and real growth right across the country.